Because now that we've opened the gate, there's going to be a big cutscene up ahead. We're going to be going back in time. Whoa! Nobody flails like Ruston. If that was 3D, that would have been amazing. Oh. Now let's putting the pieces back together. There you go. Hey, it's a pixelated gate of time. And now it's curved. Don't tell me this is from Stargate. Are you serious? This is almost like Stargate, I just know it. Or probably some Portal game. I never played Portal, so maybe. No, not maybe. Do not fear it, this is what we've waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past. So we're doing a link to the past here. Yay! Wait, Zelda's on the other side? Zelda's on the other side. I knew it. But wait. What about you? Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Brian. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit. And Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Somebody's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be Ruston. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah. What? Nah, forget it. Alright. Oh. When you see Zelda, tell her I said what's up. That's it? What's up? Why not just say, like, I miss you so much? Or something like that. 'Cause we all miss you. It's so sad. Alright. Right before my eyes, we see a portal. This is almost kind of like the Mirror of Twilight portal, too. So they've taken on references from almost all the games that have been a major popularity, like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, A Link to the Past. Many games. So now we're in the Link to the Past. Wait, this isn't a Let's Play of A Link to Temple of Hylia.
Hey!
Alas, I've been expecting you. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. So it was Hylia back in the day. Oh yeah, I know. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. At first I thought this was pronounced demise, but hearing people say demise, like the end of the world, like that is actually a word. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. But it is there that the person you risked life and blood to defend waits for you. We finally get to see our Zelda! Ah! Hey, there's a bird statue. There's a chair. No, wait. Oh my god. This is a portal to the past. There is a person of the past. There's a bird statue of the past. There is a chair of the past. There is a pot of the past. There is a green rupee of the past. There is a blue rupee of the past. I am such an idiot. Okay, let's go see our Zelda. Our journey finally comes to an end, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. I also need to mention to you guys that most of the Zelda games have her hair blonde. I found out that in Brawl and in Twilight Princess, her hair is brunette. Or brown, to be exact. Oh my god, it's Zelda's lullaby! I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have yet not healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time that you learn the whole story. Okay, now we get to know why she went away from us, and how Girahim was taking her down. But I like to point something out first. All of the games, or most of the games, have her hair blonde, like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, and this game, and the Four Swords. In Twilight Princess and Smash Brothers Brawl, and maybe... Oh no, it's just Brawl. They have her hair brown. Why? Why did they have her hair brown? It was blonde for like so many years. What? Did she change her... How would she change her image? I think that's for you guys to know. I just want to figure out the answer why they have her hair brown in Twilight Princess and Brawl. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They call it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both of them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was in prison, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put the end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. I am in shock and awe now. First she created a fee. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. So that means it's you who is the goddess now, isn't it? She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured out by now, haven't you? Well, pretty much, but how could this come to be? To us. I am the chosen hero, and you? You're the goddess reborn as a mortal. How could this come to be? The day of the ceremony, Girheim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me, and she helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited all of them, Impa, an ancient goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. You don't mean that big imprisoned form that I fought not too long ago, was it? But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we will allow him to do what he desires. No, I don't like the sad face. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving itself in our own time. Oh, now he's surprised. She has to stay here in order to save the world. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather than I, created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I am able. Within the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, this part. Brian the goddess created Fee, and the Great Blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise and in the monster's form, he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. So the imprisoned is actually Demise's monster form. Really? Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that. Look at his eyes! It's like, are you fucking serious? During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You've gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you've found true courage. Exactly. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power of the old gods left behind of our kind. You can now claim the Triforce. Are we proposing now? No. This can't. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels we have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May I give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. Okay, so this is the part where the Master Sword has its final form. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells the sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now and draw your sword. Oh! That glass of Milk! The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Brian may wield it. 'Tis I! But still, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. Oh dear. The mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls, only select a few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to me. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is me. But the spirit alone was enough, or wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And Hylia, and so you. I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself head first into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. You used me? Why? Why? I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. What does this all have to do? All of that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions, but I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years? What? No, not the hair flow. No. Brian, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Forever. No, Zelda! Stop! Just give me another chance! While it's true that I'm highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter, and your friend. Gruston? I'm still your Zelda! When Demise is finally gone, there will be more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm gonna ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I've always been the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise! I promise. I actually have tears in my eyes. I can't believe I'm having this emotion. That's it, Link, cry. We have to do this. For Zelda. For the sake of our world. We have to do this. For all of us. For our Zelda. We have to save the world. Whew. Oh man. I can't believe I brought myself to tears in that cutscene. I mean, That is supposed to be the most heartbreaking cutscene in this game. Boy, I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over here. For now, go now and fulfill your destiny. Ugh. I must. We must get the Triforce.